We are with Representative Sharon Wylie from the 49th District, America's Vancouver. So you are on the virtual floor pretty much at all hours every day this week.
Long days, there's a lot of material to pass on to the Senate, and it takes longer for every single thing that we do. So it's taking longer to get things done.
I understand that you passed two pretty important bills. One of them is about police tactics. Tell me about that bill.
There's been an initiative, there's been a lot of work done over the last few years, and I'm absolutely convinced that most law enforcement officers do a good job and are in it for all the right reasons. But we have to do something about when it doesn't go well and when we have the wrong people. And so there's a whole suite of bills that have been very carefully worked out to have accountability, have transparency, and make sure that a bad police officer doesn't just move from department to department, and that everybody has the tools to de-escalate a situation and save lives.
And the other big bill that was passed was the low carbon fuel standards. Is that right?
Yes, we have a number of initiatives that have come to fruition this year related to controlling carbon. And the place where we haven't done enough is in the transportation space. And so making sure that low carbon fuels are available is really what's driving the low carbon fuel standard. If you don't set some standards, the marketplace won't be able to provide the fuel as we get there and as vehicles are designed for low carbon fuel. And so that's an important step. There are other important steps as well, but the transportation segment is where the pollution is, it's where the carbon is, and it's where we're really focusing our attention this year.
So this all sounds great, but there have been some opinions out there that people are saying that it's too expensive and that it's happening too quickly. What do you say to that?
Well, the states around us and the country just north of us have already done it, and a lot of the things people are worried about haven't happened. Plus, it's being phased in. Setting the standards is only the first step. Getting there requires other steps, and so there's going to be time to do it right, and we have models that can help us do it better than we would if we were the first.
Lastly, I want to ask you about the transportation package, and I know we have talked about this before, but there is an equity piece that we haven't really touched in very much.
Anytime you raise prices or taxes that are going to show up at the consumer side of things, you have to think about how it's going to impact people. Lower income people are more likely to have cars that are more expensive to operate. Besides phasing things in, I have a bill that's going to balance the equation and make it more affordable for lower income people to acquire electric efficient cars. They're coming onto the market at a very reasonable price now. There's technology improvements. And so I've got a bill that I'm very excited about that will make it a lot easier for people with less money to participate in a low carbon future that's going to help save our planet and make our air healthier to breathe.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Certainly. I have a newsletter that's online that has a lot more information than we can do here. More information on the low carbon fuel standard, police, and the vaccine distribution. So there's links to a lot more information, and I hope people will read it. It's on my website, and I look forward to being back in my community, outside, and with people that I represent.